In this video, I want to give you a quick introduction to a whole series of new features, updates, and improvements that we've made to SECockpit. Let's get started by taking a look at a keyword list. This is a keyword list as you're used to getting them. I did a very generic search once again here for skincare tips, and these are the keywords that were returned. There have been a few smaller changes here, and one of them is that in the standard view, you will see the monthly searches. That is the exact match monthly searches for each keyword. And you will see a competition bar that is the entire summary of the competition on the front page. So that's positions, Google positions 1 to 10, an entire summary of how competitive, how strong those websites are, all crunched into one single orange bar. So as before, the larger the orange bar, the stronger the competition is. Now you may remember that before we had daily traffic estimates for positions 1 to 3, positions 4 to 7, and positions 8 to 10 on the front page, and also competition values for those three sections of the front page. And you can still get that. So you can go up here. Just a quick reminder, if you go to the header and hover over it, you'll see this small arrow up here. You can click on that, go to columns, and customize the view. So here I can activate all of these columns again with the daily traffic estimates for positions 1 to 3, 4 to 7, 8 to 10, and competition summaries for positions 1 to 3, 4 to 7, and 8 to 10. So you can still get that data if you prefer working with that. The reason we changed the standard view is simply because of the feedback that we got. I'm going to get rid of these again just because it's getting a bit cramped on this small screen here. So the reason we changed this is just because we know, or we learned, that most people are just used to working with the monthly search volume. That's the more familiar number, and it's just slightly less confusing. It's a bit easier to have in the overview to have just a complete rank 1 to 10 competition overview instead of splitting up the front page into 3 sections. You can still, of course, double click any keyword to get a detailed view, and we've made some changes here as well. So what's very cool here is that you can see we've added a color code to the competition analysis here. This makes the whole thing a bit more intuitive to work with, and now you can kind of at a glance get a better idea of how competitive a keyword is. So if you see a lot of green and orange, that means it's going to be a fairly easy keyword. If you see a lot of orange and red, or mainly red, that means it's going to be a harder keyword. Another important change that you may barely notice, but it's a pretty big change in the way SECockpit works, is that these top 10 results here that we're getting and analyzing are now more precise than they were before. The reason is that we used to get these top 10 results from an official Google API, from an interface that brought us back these results for each keyword. However, as we discovered, is that these weren't always very exact. So they were usually pretty close, but not exactly the same as what was actually listed in Google. Because of this, what we're doing now is we're actually going and scraping the actual top 10 results, and we're scraping the actual results for the language and territory that you defined when you started the keyword search, so that now these top 10 sites are exactly what people actually see in Google. The bottom line is that we have more precision, slightly more precision in the data that you're getting in SECockpit. Now, if you go back to the keyword view, there are a few more columns as well. So if I go and customize my columns here, we now have universal search images, news, places, products, and videos. So what are these? What we have here are icons signifying whether or not in the top 10 results there are image results, news results, Google Places results, Google product listings, and video results. As a quick demonstration to see what exactly that means, let's have a look at 1 or 2 examples. So for example, here we have dermabrasion is one that's supposed to have pictures and video. So let's take a quick look at that in Google. If I go here and I type in dermabrasion, here we go. So you can see here are the image results that Google pulls into the actual top 10 list. And down here is the video results. So this is, in this case, it's a YouTube video, and video results get this small video thumbnail here. And this doesn't have to be YouTube, by the way. This could be any website. If Google lists it as a video, including this little thumbnail, you will see that icon appear in the keyword list. So that's some added data for you to work with that you can instantly see at a glance, and especially if you're doing local marketing, the places listings could be interesting. If you're selling physical products as an affiliate, the product listings could be very interesting. And for me personally, I love the video feature here because I like to do quite a lot of video related marketing. Another big and important change that we have is that you can now import your own keywords. You can now import lists of your own keywords. So if you want to do a new search, you can click on this symbol here, new keyword search from list. Or if you want to expand a keyword list, you can also click on expand from keyword list if you want to. And in both cases, this prompt here comes up. Over here, you can basically paste in your keyword list. And this can be a list of up to 100 keywords separated by a line break. And over here, you can still define your language and location that you want to search in, and you can give the keywords a tag. Now, if you import a keyword list, SECockpit will analyze all of the keywords in your list. It won't expand, it won't look for alternatives. You can still do that in a second step. But if you just do a keyword import, SECockpit will take all of those keywords and run them through our competition analysis. So let's give these a tag and do that right now with this short keyword list here. Because the final thing I want to show you is that there is a new feature where you can sort the keywords by their tag. So I've imported just a handful of keywords here into this list, and it would be pretty difficult to find them among 781 keywords. What I can do is I can customize my columns once again, activate the tag column, and now sort the list by the tag. So I'm going to click on this twice to sort them in descending order, meaning that I get all of my tagged keywords showing up first. And you can do the same thing with multiple tag colors, of course. And this can be a very good feature. For example, if you expand from a keyword and you use a different keyword source, like for example Google Suggest, you use that source to expand the search and you give them a tag, you can then find the new keywords that the Google Suggest search actually brought in. You can find them quite easily by simply activating the tag column and sorting all of your keywords by tag. Okay, so that's the overview over the major changes that we've made in SECockpit, and we'd love to hear what you think of them. So down below this video there is a comment box where you can let us know what you think. We'd love to hear your feedback, any thoughts, any ideas that you have. If you've already worked with some of these features, let us know what you think.